Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope you had a great weekend. That was nice to have those 3 days off. Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to the tradingsyndicate.org. I'm JJ. And in the weekend update video, I was quite short biased, and this is exactly why. There's no reason to hold the market up now through month end. Hey, thanks, Dad. Yeah, just regular stuff. There's no reason to hold it up through month end, so now we let them sell. They'll catch a new cost basis. Then we'll roll over the contract in a couple of weeks, right? Set the tone for the third quarter. Sorry, the fourth quarter. And power out the year. So let's go take a look. I was showing you guys earlier, this was a look above and fail of 85 and 74 back down on the daily candle. That worked nicely for the longer term traders that had short positions going. And I said as soon as we take out that 64.44, I said all of this, right? Let me just, this whole area, that's all the candy. As soon as we took out that pinata low, all the candy started to fall out. Now let's see if we can hold these lows down here, that 63.59 area going into RTH. And we're going to find some area where we go back and forth. Or maybe we have another leg down, right? This market has been very, very pumped up over the summer. We have gaps to the downside. Oh, going back, way back, you know, all the way back to June that have not filled in before that as well. So that took out a lot of steam on the downside. You'll see some margin call selling today. People have gotten a little long and getting beat up a little bit. That's okay. Liquidation is good. We'll have some nice balance. We came right to the cost basis of the 21st. Stopped and did a little turn here. Now let's see, because my balance zones were done way up here. That's useless right now, so we're going to redo the balance. And you'll see how that's done. It's pretty simple. We're just looking for lows and highs and just a nice back and forth. Looking for some price stability. Hey, Jam. Hey, Kev. Good to have the crew with us. Hope you guys had a great Labor Day. Let's see if that works for a balance. 93 half to 98. It's a big range in the overnight. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first day back, first month, first day of a new month. No reason to get all hyperactive. Let the market settle itself in, right? I hope none of you, I put in our room hours ago, I said, do not try and buy the dip when the market is in price exploration. Hey, Mike, how are you? Welcome all the new members. We've got some videos for you at the start here. Reach out to me if you have any questions at all. It is a brand new day, right? You traded yesterday? Oh man, I took the day off. I did not even look. Next time, Mike, 3-day weekend, take the day, brother. Take that third day. You know, it's good. You need to recharge. You know. Oh. Hey, Moran, how are you? So we've taken back that move from Jackson Hole, and we're right back down where we started before the big distribution, before the month-end markup. So now once the market follows, hey, Colin, how are you? Once the market finds some nice price stability, we can get in there and trade it back and forth. Remember, on days like this, it is very important to wait for your trade setup. You know, we have to wait for when the terms and conditions under which you do business are met before you execute. So you're not just wasting bullets, right? Yeah, I had a lot of people talking about how the market would go down in August, and then it didn't. So everybody got long. Now they just got spanked. It's really, these markets, being a swing trader in these markets, you really want to wait until after it puts in its big daily range and then execute. Otherwise, good gosh. So all we're doing really, folks, is we're just putting in a new cost basis, right? Just a new cost basis. So we have something to position ourselves into going into the end of the year, right? So we're going to open up under these single prints. So they are gone. Now we have single prints of another variety to the downside. These are supply single prints, right? These are areas, we call them supply gaps, where there's supply above. So we should see some selling here at 6,400. Where was our open on Friday? Friday open was almost 6,500. And now we're opening under 6,400. These ranges are massive. Yeah, it was. And the interesting thing is, we started having a B profile in tonight's, and then as soon as we started taking out 64.51, all hell broke loose, and just nobody stood in the way. Oh, okay. Oh, you sent it on X? You know what? Has anybody noticed on Twitter and X that my inbox is just full? Is it the same name, James? I get like all these weird messages now. Different languages. Get free chips? What the hell is that? Who's some? Oh, okay. James, I can't find you. Dang it. Are you Junkyard Dog, James? There's so much spam now. You can't even see who messaged you. They've destroyed this app. I don't know what has gone wrong with this app. Hey JJ, I saw you on Tinder? What the hell? Hey Cheery, what's going on? Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Hey Renee, how are you? Get a date and come learn how to trade. uh, oh, okay. Where the heck is VWAP? It's probably up in the. Yeah, it's up here at 64.29. Oh, goodness. So what I've done, ladies and gentlemen, is I've just redrawn the balance. I'm trying to find a nice balance zone for us to work off of on the open. So overnight inventory is pretty short. The funny thing is, though, where's the overnight POC now? Oh, it's down here. 64.24. See if it can move down here under 6,400. Overnight inventory is quite short. Message hidden due to suspicious content. Oh, good God. If anybody needs me, I'm vwaptrader1 at Gmail if you need me. Just remember, take your time. Let the trade set up. If by chance we open and it's really volatile, it's jumping around a lot, just relax. Let it calm down. If you don't like trading fast markets, you don't have to. Right? You get to choose when you do business. Right? And if it's too fast for you, just relax and wait till it slows down a bit. Yeah, opening on a fairly significant gap. Right? That means change. The change is now we took out that pinata low at 64.44 and cracked this thing open. It's good. It's good. Markets need to sell off. It's healthy. What's going on, Espill? How you doing? Thanks, AZS, for handling that. It's brutal when you can't even find a message in Twitter. So very simple this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let the market open up. Let's see where the bids come in. Hey, Omen, how you doing? You know, remember if you haven't traded yesterday, which most people haven't, right? You've had 3 days off, so you might be a little rough around the edges, and that's okay. Right? Take your time. Wait for your setup. Maybe start trading using the micro instead of the mini if you're a little rusty over the last couple of days. Right? Little small size test trades to see if not only are you testing the market itself, but you're testing yourself to see whether or not you know what's going on. Right? Make good business decisions, right? Right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the end of the year, right now is the time for you to decide, listen, I've been doing this for a while, right? Am I going to put the time in to do this properly? Or is it just like, I'm just hitting some balls for golf, right? Right now, you can make a big, big change to your trading. You know, consistency and profitability elude everyone in trading, right? And right now, you have the opportunity to make big changes and use practical, common sense business mechanics to help you trade better, make better decisions, not blow up accounts. You won't have things like FOMO and all this nonsense, right? Come join us at the Trading Syndicate. And those of you who have joined over the weekend, please reach out to me and say hello, right? DM me anytime. I'm around this week. I will do, let's see, probably Wednesday, maybe tomorrow. I'll do a Markets 101, right? Try and find a good time to do it. Well, start somewhere, Oat Juice, you know? We've all been there, right? Maybe it's not just your trading, it's everything. I know I've been there where I've needed to make changes in my life, which also helped change my trading. So I understand. Hey, Cisco, what's up? At least you're aware of it, Juice, right? If you're aware that, then you can start. It's the first step. Point of control moved down to 6401. So let's map out where the sellers are going to be. Right? You can almost think of these like little stops on the 1 minute candle. So right now you can see that there's sellers at 2/4, the front running 2/2. If you are a position builder and say you didn't get a chance to build a position here in that balance, because it happened pretty quick, right? If you're building a position here, you're using 98 as your out. And if you are long, right, say you're long in this area here, you're going to use that 98 as an out, and then 96.5. That's only for larger accounts. It's not for small accounts. And I don't recommend you doing this if you're a nervous trader. The only reason you'd build a little position is the point of control move down, and that's not an A plus setup, right? Because you see price stability, you can build a little position, and as the market goes up and corrects overnight inventory and gets into these singles, right, you can maybe be a little bit of supply, but be very careful. Wait till you see price stability and don't go heavy size, right? First, let's see if we can hold 6,400. If we can't hold 6,400, we'll probably drop back down under 63.98 again. Here it is. There it is right there. So if you do a look below and a fail of 98, but remember the open might be a little volatile, right? Hey, Michael. Okay, cool. Welcome to the room. I'll look for your DM. I haven't gotten one. Let's go test this balance zone at 93 to 98. See if it works. When a market opens on a major gap like this, I'm not the first one to go jumping in the pool, right? There's no reason to be first. You don't need to be Ricky Bobby. Just keep track of where the sellers are right now. Okay, there's sellers under 98. If we clear out those sellers, it means that they've seen buyers. It would not be uncommon for us to go to test that overnight low. Okay? Let the market open. So we've got a big gap down. That means there's change. So the market has changed from Friday quite drastically. Okay? Don't feel any pressure to jump in. So look, let them work out the overnight low. You're going to have margin call selling off the open. Right? There's significant change from Friday's close. So there will be stray order flow. Do not try and buy the dip. Okay? Let the market figure out the bottom. Yeah, breath isn't so bad. Thanks, Jeff. 4-1 negative. This is all just inventory and selling from swing traders. Just relax. It's all good. Hey, Travis, how you doing? Right, if you're doing the look below and fail of say 84 and a half, right? Remember you're gonna have resistance up there. Be quick, right? If you are taking responsive longs, don't wait for an invitation to sell because everybody's above you, right? You know, if you're looking for a long, you're better to wait until we get back into the overnight range, right? If you're shorting, right, you're looking for this 84 half area to either break or hold. There you go. Now I'll trade the micros on the open because it's volatile. And I just don't like blowing up accounts and losing money. So long, sell into strength. Do not wait for an invitation to sell. Okay? Because it's going to go back and forth and swing back and forth. There you go, Jerry. A couple of points here, a couple of points there. Okay, we got a seller right here. 89 quarter. $87 half now. Right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Long 87, selling 92, selling 93, selling 93 again. And I've got just a few more and I am flat. Okay. Sell into the strength, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get paid. Right? We stocked that trade. We waited for it. Right? We stocked that trade. We waited for it. When we let it screw around here, once it got accepted into the overnight low again, we took a quick long and sold into the strength, right? If you miss the short, that's what you do, right? That is the look below and fail. And in markets where it's volatile, it's better to wait if you have a reference like that overnight low take it when it gets over that overnight low, and then sell into this strength, right? It's not a bad trade, 88 to 93, right? A couple of contracts. There you go, right? Simple, uncomplicated trading. Is it easy? Of course it's not easy, right? I've screwed that trade up so many times, right? But that's what we do. We execute, we learn from our mistakes. You learn how to trade like a pro. Scalping is the best way to learn how to trade. And a lot of people say it isn't. I think it is because you learn how to think quickly. There's nothing worse than a slow trader. A slow, indecisive trader is a dead trader, right? It's okay if you're swing trading and you're investing, but in any kind of market with any kind of volatility, you better learn how to react, right? When the market moves, you got to learn how to react and how to manage your risk. See if we could take out that 95 half and swing up to 98. No, there's going to be a seller there, right? Good stuff, Jerry. Shave 2 points here, 2 points there. Don't overdo it, okay, Jerry? Just remember that. It won't get carried away. Good. Nice, nice. Well done. Now, if we take out that A high at 98 3/4, right? If we take that out, what it's going to do is it's going to run some stops and we'll come up into this 64.02 3/4 level. Well done, Mike. Well done. See? Took him back. Well done. Little distribution here, right? We got to get rid of that stuff that we bought at 88 and 89, right? Got to do it here. Right? It's okay to take a break after a good trade. A lot of people will say you got to push it and stuff. Now, let me put a proviso on that. If you're a consistently profitable trader and you know what you're doing and you're making your living from trading, and don't don't let me deter you. Make your paper, boo-boo, okay? But I'm saying if you're learning, you got to learn how to make money and then hold on to it. It's no use making money if you don't learn how to hold on to it, which means you only trade when your setup presents itself, right? And I know what it's like. At first, you're just so happy to make money that it actually worked. It's okay to just relax and enjoy that and then break it down. What worked? What did I do well? How can I replicate that? Right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's a fresh week, lots of trades. With this big liquidation, we're going to have some nice price action. You get bigger ranges, be a little bit of a faster market. Often, ladies and gentlemen, when a market sells off like this, it'll sit and do a big rotation. And what's a rotation? Right? Well, what'll happen is you get selling, and then it comes down, and then it'll go sideways for a while. And if we get a nice rotation going, we can just trade the edges of that rotation. Because it takes time for everybody to sell. Not everybody sells at the same time. so it can sit and rotate in an area, and we can make some nice money doing that. Let's see where our rotation is. Yeah, it's nice to have some liquidation, right? It's nice to have some liquidation. Hey, thanks, Chris. Thanks for the heads up. News in 4 minutes. What do they got for news? Oh, don't they know we're just coming back off vacation? Watch that A high. All right, let's see if we can take out these sellers here. ISM. Ooh. Oh, that's funny, Nano. Okay, got sellers at 97 and change. Right, back and forth, right? It's always good. That's the lifeblood of markets, that back and forth. Right, we're building out a new cost basis. Little chop here. If we accept under 93 half, look for bids at 90 and 89. I'm just calling those out. I'm not certain of them. If we get back over 93 half, look for that rotation back up over 95. I don't have certainty here because it's very choppy. And the obvious moves have already happened. The down and up move has already happened. Right? So this kind of obvious stuff has already happened. Now it goes sideways. Let's see. We've had that first burst of customers coming in, the first 15 minutes. The news is coming out. Let's see what it does. Sideways would be good, Jerry. I'll vote for sideways. I like sideways markets. Give me a good, nice rotation. Give me in a nice 8, 10 point rotation back and forth, and we can play tennis all day. If you miss a trade, you come back. If you miss a short, you can get a long. If you miss the long, you can take the short. No, Raj. You on the iPad? Yeah. It's just a bit choppy right now. Nothing really clear yet, brother. Right? The only clear thing that's happened is the look below and fail of the overnight low. Yeah. I like ping pong markets, right? Right? And, you know, I don't mind if it sells off a little more either. Right? I have nothing against the market selling off a little bit more. Seems to be a bit of a rotation here. But it's a bit too early to tell. Like I was saying, I like trades when they're obvious. Right now, I don't see anything obvious. Yeah, 10 a.m. ISM and construction spending. see if we can creep past 97.5. See you, Jerry. Have a good one. For my coaching students, we'll start all our one-on-ones back again tomorrow. So this is where traders will really get chopped up and lose money, right? The market is waiting for information, which means it's waiting for customers to come in. That's what they call order flow. And you got it, Colin. And where it's never clear. For some reason in my head, because I'm seeing selling at 97 and then again at 95, I'm thinking a little bit lower. I don't think it would be crazy to go and test out that low. I don't know if that's the low of the day, right? So let's be open-minded and see if we can get under 87 or if it just rotates right back up. Another look below and fail of the overnight low. If you did take a long from 88 or 89, you want to sell into this 96, 97 strength. And if it takes that A high, you're looking for 6401 half and then the top of this 6403 area, which is just right here. Oh. They did a great job on the month-end markup. Like, I mean, month-end was Thursday of last week, and they put in an all-time high, so job done. Now, if we take out that A high, folks, here we go. Let's see if we can take that out. That'll squeeze a few shorts. There we go. There's a 1.5. See, when you mark out where the sellers are going to be, like if you were long, say you went long 98, for example, right? And if you knew that there was going to be sellers at 2.5, then you can get rid of a little product there, right? And then put your next sell order at 4. You always want to front run these white lines, right? You always want to front run the other sellers, right? There you go. Stopped right to the tick, right? Do things that make your life easier. It's less complicated. Simple. As you notice, there are no indicators on these charts, right? Let's see where VWAP is now. Sure, it's moved down. Yep, there it is. VWAP's at 14. So if you're long, right, remember inventory was short. So if you're long, remember There's going to be people front running VWAP at 11, 12, 13, okay? What does that mean for you that you might want to sell a little bit when they're selling? Otherwise, they're going to take all your customers. There we go. Nice little rebound. How you doing, Eric? How was your Labor Day? See how they're front running? VWAP's here, they're front running it. Nice work, AZS. Well done. If you were shorting this area, your stop would be above that A high, right? That would be a place that you would definitely want to put your stop. When the price starts to linger up near a high like this, be careful. So you would have gotten stopped out. I'd be very surprised if we rip right through VWAP. Quiet, Eric. Completely the opposite of yours, brother. Full of sleep and relaxation. That's okay, I'm old though. I can say I deserve it. That's okay, Mike. You know, once again, people like shorting the backfill, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with shorting the backfill. Just make sure you have bids in because they seem to be pretty hungry. Under 10. This thing seems to be quite bid. Back to work for you? Okay. Enjoy. I actually kind of miss going into an office. Truth be told, I get very bored working from home. Look at this. Market completely running out of supply. You're kind of picking a different day, Juice, right? It's a volatile day, my friend. Little distribution here. Sixteen's the middle of this purple zone. You know, the problem with this market is it runs out of supply just when everybody shorts it. And how many times have I said that in the last 5 years? Get these big liquidations and everybody thinks there's going to be follow through. And they short the holy living heck out of it, you know, underneath 6,400, and then it just turns and rips everybody's face off on these short covering rallies. There we go. So I'm scalp short 13. I've got bids in in the 12s, and I'm flat. And that's just with micros. Thanks, folks. Yeah. Now I take my hand off the mouse, let the news come out. What I was doing there is once I saw a seller come in at 13, at that 14 level, I was like, okay, we're gonna get some selling under VWAP. Right, and that's just shorting the backfill. So I'd be looking for bids here if I was still holding that trade. If we get under 11 and a half, but I don't like to be in a trade when news comes out, so that's why I covered it. A couple of points here, a couple of points there. I'm okay with that. My risk was really tight. Yeah, let's let the news come in. Let's see how the market reacts to it. See where the inventory is. Hmm. There's the news. Little news spike. Yeah, I think we'll have volatile markets going into the fall. So it would really behoove you to make sure that you're. What's the most important thing in a market, in a volatile market? Zones are working. 25 work nicely. Risk management, exactly. Leveraging your trades to the max. There you go, Lewis. Just dumps, snort a whole bunch of Charlie and leverage yourself to the max, right? There you go. Bang on there. The Scarface trader. But for people who don't have their nose in a pile of blow, leveraging themselves to the max, risk management, all that boring stuff. 2, 3, 4. Hey, man, it's your money. Beautiful, right? Rock on. I will never discourage you from trading like Scarface. Some people just get a kick out of it. Shit, they don't listen anyway. Backfill, let's see if we can hold VWAP. Are you okay sharing a news link? I think it's okay. Right? I think it's okay to put a news link in. I don't even know what the news was. Oh, that's a nice move off the bottom, off the 88s. Yeah, so I'll give you guys a forewarning. If it's like this going into Christmas, right? You're welcome. You're welcome. For normal people who don't have a money tree in their backyard, risk management, right? Understand why your trades work, and really you want to work on your speed, right? In volatile markets, work on your speed. Rewind charts, work on your execution. It's like hitting the sled in football camp, and it's like running drills. Your execution, until you get that neural link planted in your brain, you still got to physically execute, whether it's a mouse or a trackpad or what do you guys like? Hot pockets? No, hot keys, right? You guys love your hot pockets, right? Get good at it. Yeah, we're just going to distribute what we bought down cheap underneath 6410. We get rid of up here. See how many buyers come in. If not, this thing will get back underneath VWAP and we'll be looking for 6407 as a target. I never use market orders. Only time I'll market out of something is if I'm in trouble. Hey, Pollux, how you doing? How's the crypto market making business these days? You guys doing well? Yeah, so when you come into our trading room, we have people who um, not only run money and larger traders, we also have people who, like Pollux, who is a market maker in crypto, so he's always full of information. Hey, Flavius, how you doing? Welcome back. Let's go tickle VWAP now. Good to see you. There's a break of VWAP. Let's see if we can take that B low, the low of the last half hour bar here, and drive that down. some decent moves today. All right, I did 2 trades. I'm okay, you know. Trade here, trade there. You don't have to overdo it. That's the nice thing. They give you lots of opportunity. Oh, yeah, Kenny. Hey, no problem. Hope your kids are feeling better. Hmm. Little back and forth here. Let's see if we get a rotation going. Good stuff, Lucian. Good stuff. So we're doing a little cleanup here, back and forth over VWAP. While we're waiting for the next set of customers to come in. I've got, it's like the short bias guy is sitting on my right shoulder going, it's going to go lower, it's going to go lower. I'm like, well, it still can't break 11. It's like, so when I start getting biased, sometimes I don't even know why I start getting biased, but I'll say it out loud so I'm aware of it. Let's see if we could take out the 11s. Then my bias might be right. But until then, we're just rotating. The money will come, brother. You just keep working at it, okay? Just keep working at it. Keep your head down. Keep doing the right thing. Right? Just do the work. Just do the work. Still bids at 11. So we got an 11 to VWAP. Yeah, let's see. What I'm looking for is a seller at VWAP now. And it's kind of creeping past. I don't use moving averages. Oh, that's VWAP and the standard deviations. I just mark VWAP. I don't look at standard deviations. Especially when it's volatile because they curl. And when they curl, It's just a pain. So we got a rotation, sort of 11 and a half to 16 for now. My lines are based on cost basis, inventory and cost basis, markup and discount. So I'll find a cost basis, mark it up 2 times, discount it 2 times. So 2, 4, 8. I've done tons of videos if you look at my YouTube on it. CAs, yes, have a good one, brother. Enjoy your day. It's always nice to make your money and be done. Yeah, everything I do is really simple. Like for now, like if I went and got rid of all this stuff, you can clearly see that there's a bit of, where is it here? There's like a rotation kind of here, right? Or I could be wrong and it might be here. Let's see, if it's like here, then the market will just go rotate back and forth. That's what we're really looking for, right? I really want to wait till we find a nice rotation and then I can just trade it back and forth because then you know where to put your risk, right? You know where your playground is, right? And it's simple. You know, you're not worried about a whole bunch of different stuff. Let's see if that works. Right? The more simple it is for me, the better. Right? I hate complicated analysis because it robs. You know, where are the old people in the room? Remember how they used to say, "Don't put the air conditioning on in your car; it robs horsepower." Remember that? Well, it's just like complicated analysis robs horsepower from your execution. So the more you're thinking about your analysis when you're executing, right, it robs you of that mental energy that you need to execute to be smooth, you know? And that's what I really try and teach people when they come into our room, right? You know, is how to focus on the execution, right? I like ranges. Ranges are beautiful. Now there you go. Cognitive ease. Right. I can get on board with that. Anything that has ease in it, Bach one, I'll go for. Yeah. Now let's see. If we accept above this box, then it should rotate all the way back up. And if not, then you just double the box to the bottom, right? Oh, and our friends at Apex are having a funding thing going on until Columbus Day. So now I'm looking for 7. Got close. I think we ticked 7.25 there, didn't we? Yeah, nothing wrong with nickel and diming, OJ. Nothing wrong. Little bounce off 7. Maybe we can get to 11.5 again. And creeping back above VWAP. Whew. Stay with me. Maybe this is our 7 to 16, which means it should rotate now down under 11.5. Is this chop putting you guys to sleep? I think so. Everybody was expecting wham, bam, boom. Had it for the first like 20 minutes and then it slowed down. It happens all the time in this market. Yeah, because Globex was more interesting, Alexander, because when the cat's away, the mice will play. Right? Let's see if we can get down under 11.5, because then we'll have a nice rotation. And if it does this is a decent rotation, right? 7 to 16. If it just does this for a few hours, I could get on board with that and then just trade from the outside edge in. You know what I mean? Like short, stop, back down, and then long, stop, back up. Right? That's always nice. Mice are momentum size traders. Do you revise your mistakes? Review my mistakes? I review my mistakes. JJ, I'm not fast enough. No, do not use buy sell stops to open a position in a volatile market. Just practice. Omen, just keep practicing. You will get faster. It's like any skill, you know? At first you're not going to be fast. At first you'll flop around and make mistakes. That's okay. That's part of the process, right? Work on that 1, 2, 3. Put in the buy, put in the stop. As soon as the buy gets executed, put your sell orders in. Stock your trades out before they happen, so you know where you're taking your trade, when and why, where it doesn't work, when and why, right? It was a pretty good flush, Raj. It was a pretty good flush, right? It's okay. You don't get filled when you use the bid and ask because you're not good at it yet, right? That's all. You will because your trade location's off, right? That's going to get better. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing it and you'll start adjusting it, right? A lot of people say to me, look, I can't trade fast. I got to use market orders because I don't get filled. Well, how many times have you done it? Well, I've done it 20 or 30 times, maybe 100. It's not enough, right? You got to be like Michael Jordan with those 1,000 free throws, man. You got to put in, you got to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, where it becomes like breathing, right? Then you'll start getting a sense and a feeling for the price action. Then you'll be able to understand the different subtleties of the price action, right? And once you start seeing the subtleties and being able to react, right, you'll start seeing little glimmers of light. Don't worry, it'll happen. Yeah, you get filled right away. Yeah. The thing is, Omen, don't be afraid to make mistakes. We all do, right? Embrace the fact that you're going to make mistakes and embrace the fact that you're going to be wrong. It's going to make your life a lot easier, right? And we're slowing down to a crawl here, folks. Well, since it's quiet, I haven't even looked at. Let's go take a look at the cool kids and see what they're up to. NVIDIA 170. Oh, yeah, everyone's trapped above 172 in NVIDIA. Crabapple. Look at Crabapple. And this little distribution balance above 225. Between 225 and 235. It's just sitting pretty. Mr. Softy 503. Let's see if we can get under 504.52 in Microsoft. The great PLTR. Just backfilling. Waiting for more order flow. What else are you guys looking at? How's that crazy MSTR 339? Didn't the president launch a new coin? Like some sort of meme, shmeme? Where the hell is my Bitcoin chart? I don't have it open. I'm sorry. I'll get a Bitcoin chart up. I'll put some levels in Bitcoin. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. The old coin of bitterness. 111, eh? A little bit more liquidation. I would not be surprised. It's the first day of the week. don't be surprised if the market goes and tests out that low again. Okay? There's their SPY levels. You know, market profile works really nicely because the lessons we learn from market profile, you can put them on a candle chart. And that SPY, what was the high on the SPY? Did we hit 49 and change, right? So failure to get above that, the levels will work nicely, right? So this is how I do it for everything. Cost basis, 2 times profit, 4 times profit. When you get up to 4 times profit, you might have to put it on sale a little bit, and that's exactly what we've done. It's good to understand how markets work if you want to trade them, right? Does anybody have any questions? Just remember to watch your risk today, folks. Don't overtrade. Come visit us at thetradingsyndicate.org. Look forward to chatting with you. DM me when you get in the room. I'm going to be starting another coaching class this month for one-on-one mentorship. Reach out if you need help. I am around. I'll be happy to get on the phone and talk to you about your trading needs. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful morning, and I will see you tomorrow early in the morning at 7:30 UK time for the London Open. We do this twice a day at the Trading Syndicate, and I'm on YouTube twice a day. And, oh yeah, for the folks who are new in the room, I think Wednesday is probably a good day to do a Markets 101. And we'll do that on Zoom after this session. And we'll invite as many new members. Come ask questions and learn how we do things and learn how to simplify your life. Thanks, everyone. Oh, hey, Viper. How's it, brother? I went to UH, 1987. Good to see you. Thanks, Renee. Thanks, Eric. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.